party people in the place to be, live from 58 Dream Street. This is Friday Night Frosthaven on Thursday. And here we are, one shy of a three of a kind.
For now.
Yes.
Rich said he'd pop in, in a little bit.
The Sprite's not up there for a very good reason. Rich is going to be here. He said he'd come through, and I never doubt Rich, because he would not hesitate to say that he was not coming through.
Yes.
If he wasn't. Guided by Voices in the house. Happy to have you with us. Rego Death in the house. Hello. All right. Yeah, we got loads on the go, so let's get through some introductions. Player 1's not here yet. We just talked about this. Player 2 will come back someday in the new year when we have a nice, simple kill all the monsters scenario, and we look forward to it, but not a moment sooner than that. Player 3, playing the Unfettered Hive, Stevie. You know him, you love him. It's Greg. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. Yeah.
Good.
Getting ready for a big snow on this weekend.
But, yeah, it's gonna snow.
Yeah. It might be a white Christmas.
Yeah.
Let's stick around long enough.
How about that?
Very close.
Here's the thing about living right in the heart of the city. I don't worry about the snow at all.
No.
It's not going to affect my life. The worst scenario I could get into is that to get to one of the many grocery stores within 5 minutes of me, I might have to walk for like 7 minutes.
Yeah.
Location, baby.
And the city does a good job of cleaning the sidewalks. After a very rough first year, they got a handle on it.
Yep. Yeah. Way better than it was privatized. That was a situation that really exposed a fundamental challenge of the public bidding on contract system, open bids, which is that the company with the winning bid, they had budgeted on the assumption of average snowfall. Mm-hmm. And then when it was above average snowfall that year, they just said, like, no, we're not budgeted for this. Like, we can't make money if we keep plowing the sidewalks. Mm-hmm. And the city councilor's like, you got to understand, these guys couldn't make any money.
So for those who have not heard of the ice apocalypse, there were times when the ice on the sidewalk was literally a foot deep. Like you had to do a big step up to get up onto the sidewalk from the road.
And at that time, I wasn't living downtown, but I was working downtown. Rich is here. I can hear him in my ears. And we didn't even manage to get through the introductions of both me and Greg before you got here. We got on a tangent almost immediately. We hear you. We got you. Hold on. I'm adding Rich to the show. If I got to scroll through like hundreds of sources here in the OBS system.
Too many sources.
This show of ours is elaborate, my friend. Just every separate piece of text is a source to begin with. We have a bunch of hidden sources so that we can swap out player 2's, the chat, every single graphic, a bunch of lines that you might not even notice are there, separate from the graphics. Just solid color lines. It's quite a something.
Quite a show.
Yeah. How about that? Well, we might as well go back to player 1 first. Player 1, playing the Aether Pain Conduit, Dr. Becky Goodpain. It's Rich. Hey, Guided by Voices. Thank you. I agree, but it's genuinely lovely to have it affirmed by other people. How you doing, Rich?
So good.
Yes. All right. Glad to hear that. And then down here in the corner, that's me in the corner. Player 4 playing for not really playing at all ever again. The Lurker Deepwraith. Click-trill, snip, click, and soon to be playing the Algox Snow Speaker, Miss Thumpa. It's James. Hi, how am I doing? Pretty good. I almost, thank you, Regodeth. Yes, I do know that. And oh my goodness, we're coming up to a point where I'm going to have 2 weeks full of days where I don't have to work. So perhaps we'll be discussing this, the quality of my production in a little more detail. Yeah, I threw myself off there responding to my own introduction of myself by not doing the regular thing that I did. But here we are. And yeah, speaking of not doing the regular things we do, I'm not going to be the Lurker anymore. I'm going to be a new character because this was a pretty strictly time limited character. And in fact, she got accelerated because at least once, but I think twice, we got like bum rushed into building twice in a single scenario.
There was once that happened for sure. I can't remember if we did it twice.
Yes, that is exactly how I feel. I think we might have, but I don't know.
But yeah, so James, the first thing we have to decide is, do you want to do your puzzle nonsense first or last?
Oh, we absolutely want to do the puzzle stuff first. Okay. Imagine for a second that we're basically done, but I'm making you guys stay.
I don't have to imagine that, James.
We're going to do it first. So let's start with that. Okay. I will flip the map out of the way and show that I went back in time. I don't have all the visuals to share here for a reason that I'll explain in the course of telling the story. But I was prompted to go back in time by Regodeath, thank you, to remember this. The angle is unintuitive here for me. There we go. I was reminded of this side puzzle back when I solved a cryptogram. There was this little thing, set us looking for a phrase of 5 letters and 6 letters.
Okay.
And Regodeath very kindly said something to the effect of, something about Gloomhaven, which reminded me, remember when we finally got the ancient technology achievement? We got to open the final envelope A, and then we were crushingly disappointed that it was a preview for Frosthaven thing that wasn't even Well, now I was reminded that existed. So I went to go dig it up. I couldn't find it, but that was fortuitous because I went to some wiki. I can't shout out the wiki. It was a weird wiki. Not an obvious one. It wasn't like gloomhaven.wiki. But I found one through Google image searching that had an image of the card, but it happened to be on a wiki page that right below it had an important other thing. So I got the card back, and it's just it's a cryptogram in this language. So easy to find, easy to solve in that sense. But what I learned on this wiki page, was right below it. It said, there is one other cipher like this in base Gloomhaven on the final page of the town records book. Remember the town records book?
Yes, I do.
How it told a story. The thing I remember most is that I decided in my mind when I saw that I had to voice a whole new character for the town records book, a character named Dominic. I was like, what's his voice going to be? And I decided, I swear, this is true. I was like, I'll do like a Grenadian accent, but I'll throw in some German overtones. And then I started doing it. And after like 5 lines, I can't remember if it was Robert or it was Rich, but somebody said like, what are you doing with this voice, James? It sounds like you're Jamaican but a bit Swedish. And I was like, close enough. I'm a genius. Like my greatest voice acting work ever, that I managed to blend those 2 accents to get you geographically close enough. The islands and
like a GeoGuessr game. You got close enough to get points.
Yeah, like that's an A. That's an 85%. Anyway, we never got to the end because you had to do a lot of you would have to grind on that game long after you finished, and we just don't have time. It's the same reason we didn't finish Forgotten Circles, because Forgotten Circles was built around the idea that you would find out how stupid the final boss was and then commit to like a couple months of grinding to like customize your party to be perfect for the fight, which is just not a challenge that we were interested in doing. So I have now read, I didn't read the whole Town Records book. I can't even find my Town Records book, but using this wiki, I did have the picture of it. And I decided that we've put in enough time.
Yeah, just in general. No matter what the rest of your sentence is going to be, I agree with you.
That might be it. But yeah, but I decided we deserve this. It doesn't matter that we didn't really unlock it in the town records book. We put in enough time in Gloomhaven that we deserve to have the Easter egg to bring to Frosthaven. So, here's the stupid thing that I'm realizing right now. I underprepared for this in two ways. One, I didn't like I could have put pictures to put up so I could show you these things. But suffice to say, I translated one, and I don't have it in front of me right now, so I'll read the text to you next time or something. But one of them, I think it's the one on the card, is like a big speech. Yes, it's a big speech, but it's gibberish when you first translate it. Like the letters do not form words in English when you transcribe them. And blessedly, I had a student in my upper year class doing a paper on quantum cryptography. And in his technical background section, in a very good transition at the start, he wrote like one quick sentence about the history of, or a couple of quick sentences about the history of cryptography, which included giving, just like tossing out a couple of famous examples of encryption methods. And he said, from the Caesar shift to the Enigma machine or whatever. And when I saw that, I was like, I bet it's a fucking Caesar shift. Like the easiest like make these letters become a word kind of encryption there is, which is, so Caesar shift is when you assign every letter in the alphabet represents the letter X number of spaces to the right of it. So like a Caesar shift of 3 forward means A represents D and D represents D, E, F, G, and so on. I guessed that based on literally having, because I was doing this puzzle at work, which I probably shouldn't have been, but I was working late and I was still marking a paper. And it was perfect timing. And I was like, okay, I bet it's a Caesar shift. And I tried once on one word. It didn't work. Like, you know, I did like a Caesar shift of 1. And I was like, I don't know. And I was like, I don't have any idea what the shift key might be. And I was like, I bet there's an easy tool for this on the internet. And so I used a Caesar shift tool. And I'm glad that I did, because it turned out, and I have no idea if there were hints for this or what they were. I never received any information that I thought was giving me a hint about what to do. It was all variable for every word. You had to shift a different number of letters. So whatever the clue was, I just used a machine. And when I solved it, it was some phrase about, oh, I am some ancient thing, technology, something connected to the technology plot. And then it ended with my name, Metal Mosaic. And Metal Mosaic is a phrase of, are you ready? A word, 2 words, 5 letters, and then 6 letters. Okay. I only have a fat Sharpie, so I haven't written it down in the book. But if you picture it written in the book, you will see, sort of. I can't get the lighting right either. Or the angle.
You're right, James. This is amazing content. I didn't write it, but if you imagine it written,
hello,
this is what
British.
It might look like.
Picture it. Picture it. You all know the words Metal Mosaic, METAL-MOSAIC. Then you'll see that the letters E, A, and C have unfettered number. Rago Death says it's a rolling shift based on the previous word. Well, any kind of shift falls when you're just clicking the advance button until you see an English word. I'm not saying it was admirable, but it worked. So anyway, they're all above a number. So you wind up with 2E or E2. Yeah, if it was anyone, I meant to say at the time, Rago Death, that if anyone was pointing something out of those two, either of them, it was definitely Burner Account and not Guided by Voices. We haven't seen Burner Account in a while. Burner Account, if you're out there watching this on video on demand, throw me a whisper. Remind us you're alive. Tell us how you been. Anyway, we get 3 letter pairs, and if they were map coordinates, they would form like a triangle up here, but I don't think they are, but I'll look into it. But otherwise, who knows what they are? I've had some thoughts, but I haven't tested them. I will in the fullness of time, and I'll get back to you. I haven't thought about it at all yet. Rigodeth has generously offered to give me the kind of gentle nudge that doesn't spoil the puzzle but gets me going. But I want to at least give it like 10 minutes of thought first, and I have not found 10 minutes yet. So soon, I will mess around with those letter number keys, and we'll see if we get anywhere. Meanwhile, the new active puzzle is this silly poem that I haven't read yet. And so I don't even know if it's like a thing we can solve now or if we need clues. I have not looked at it or thought about it, but I promise I will. I'm submitting final grades tomorrow. I submitted one in class today. Hopefully next year I can get that ending date up. The 20th is pretty average, but the big difference this year is that it's the 20th and I'm not miserable. I've just been enjoying my life. Just regular speed.
What are the 3 numbers, James?
The numbers 1, 2, and 3. So
in order?
Nope.
Okay.
It's E and 3. Hold on. Where is this? E and 3. E and 2. Sorry. E2, A3, C1.
Okay.
So I don't know what it is, but I have some thoughts, and I'm going to give it a shot. Because it could just literally be put them in 1, 2, 3 order and make the letters into numbers and look at that section and it's a puzzle solution.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Oh,
Make
you
the
know
letters
what? Why
into
don't I
numbers.
just do that and let's find out and then we'll move on. Okay, hold on. Because this was my idea. I just never got around to checking it. All right. So how would this work? 1C, so that would be 3.
Yeah.
2E, that would
That's
be
5.
5. 35 point, and then 3A, 1. 35.1.
35.1.
All right. Hopefully I don't accidentally read the ending text of the game. Ancient technology solution. Sweet. Oh, fucking double sweet. Let's read a section together, gang.
Okay.
Ever since Crane has come to live in Frosthaven, he's been incredibly busy working out the intricacies of the ancient diary. But given its glyphs match the markings on the ancient technology... Rego definitely lagging a little bit. But given its glyphs match the markings on the ancient technology you found, at some point your patience gives out. You enter his longhouse with the various bits of technology and ask for help. Rather than being annoyed, Crane's eyes light up at the sight of the machinery. That's quite a collection of interesting items you've got there. In fact, judging from all these markings, it looks like they may all be parts of some larger device. Astounding! Oh, British. It's actually a great situation with the one class I've finished the grades for. I can't say the thing I want to say, but I'll say there's only 2 failures, and one of them is going to be changed to a late withdrawal. And I won't talk about the other one. Crane begins to mutter to himself as he pores over all the details of the machinery. Yes, perhaps if we insert this into that, this drill could be an arm of some sort. You try to get a better look at what he's doing, but he shoos you away, demanding that you only come back when it's done. He doesn't call you until a week later. You enter his abode once again, and are astounded to see a giant mechanical creature standing before you with arms, legs, and a steam engine chugging away, providing power to his central core. I had to add a few parts here and there, but I'm sure this was the original intent, Crane marvels. It's some sort of combat robot, but there's still one problem. While I got its engine running, I can't get its circuitry to activate. From what I can tell, it will remain dormant until a specific code phrase is uttered, and I have no idea what that is. Completely transfixed, you approach the machine and speak the words that you know to be correct. Its name, Metal Mosaic. Unlock the cone-shaped class box.
The drill.
It felt like a great class. British.
Oh, that's good. It's a robot. It's another robot friend.
It's the other robot friend. And yet, I don't have sudden FOMO or second guessing because I'm confident in my choice of Miss Thumpa. And also, I don't think. I think especially because we're mostly 3-player. I feel like 2 robots and the pain conduit. I know that this is a mechanical game and not a role-playing narrative game, but that doesn't feel like a force that I understand at all. Who's like leading them to be defending Frosthaven? I feel like
The robots are our allies now, so the robots are just citizens.
I feel like this little period of I suppose but this is a different thing. This like Crane just built this and
Yeah, that's true.
we woke it up with an ancient word.
I'm a
Anyway,
long way away from getting all
what
the
a
goals I
crazy
need, but
what a crazy thing to gate a character behind.
well, there's always two. There's always
There
at
must
least
be
two
another
ways
way.
to unlock characters.
Yeah.
Because
But this
we've
is
also-
very cool.
yeah, tell me about it.
Oh, wow. It's not even. Oh, no, it is. But yeah, it is I was going to say that we had
Oh, he's a little steampunk man.
he's the metal mosaic. For a second, I thought like, oh, do we have like a character who we absolutely must give a specific name to?
I'm looking
Ooh.
up God information myself. so
British.
that's,
I would definitely like to get that update, and I'm cautiously optimistic that I might have time for a conversation on the weekend. But definitely sometime soon, because although obviously the holiday season presents a few days where it's just like, I'm busy just with festive things instead of work things. There are also plenty of days where it's like, well, I'm drinking rum and eggnog and it's 11 a.m. Okay, so this character, for one thing, has like a clock. So I bet he's high complexity. Complexity 4 out of 5. Elemental
Yeah.
affinities, fire and ice. He's max melee, 0 ranged. He's mid mobility, 3 out of 5. Or 3 out of, 5.
low
It's 5.
support, high defense.
Low support, high defense, low but like 2 out of 5 control. So he's a big punching robot.
Yeah, it looks like I've just looked up the character sheet because I couldn't really make it out on the camera. It looks like he's got a gimmick where he's constantly gaining pressure and then losing pressure.
Oh, it's a pressure gauge. Yep.
Yeah,
Most of your
and then-
actions cause you to gain or lose. Pressure is tracked, yeah. And many actions have bonuses or penalties depending on current pressure.
Nice.
What a neat character,
Yeah.
Rich. Did you hear the news before you had to run away? I don't think you did. We unlocked a new character via that obscure go back to the original Gloomhaven puzzle that we just solved.
Sweet.
It's
He's
the
a
still
steampunk
playing-
robot man.
the
I'm
unfettered
still playing
metal.
Savas next.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, and I'm still doing Miss Thumpa, but check him out. The unfettered
Hey.
metal mosaic.
Greg's
That's a
going
cool guy.
robot to robot. He's pulling.
yeah.
He's pulling a double header, robot to robot.
Greg, if you want to, like, I am willing to build into the whole stream setup so I can toggle you between 2 robots if you want to switch back and forth.
No.
Okay.
I'm enjoying the hive, and I will eventually retire him.
Rago Death says Drill is the most Eurogamer class. And honestly, that is the vibe that I got just off the pressure gauge.
I like
Oh,
the
it seems
seems like a
because
very
Greg is
cool
our
character.
most Eurogamer gamer.
Yeah. But I'm a near second in that. But I'm going to be Miss Thumpa for a while. For reasons
Yes,
I'll tell you about
Sure, we'll get into
when we
that.
get to the downtime phase. Okay. So, hey, wow. That turned out to be a much more momentous. I thought the puzzle update was just going to be me saying, I'll mess around with these letters and numbers. And then when I said the letter switching to the number thing, which I had thought about earlier, but when I said it, and then I thought, like, all of those letters are in the very early part of the alphabet. I was like, I bet that's actually going to work. And it paid off. And then I was also not expecting the puzzle solution to be unlock a whole new character. But it was.
Well, also interesting fact about him: 9 card hand, but I'm just looking at his level 1 cards,
Mhm.
That's not that many
and
cards.
he has 0 lost cards.
Oh, wow. So he's a high stamina boy.
Yeah, even when he's doing his like biggest stuff, it isn't lost. Nice.
Nice.
That's cute.
That's cute.
Yeah. All right. I got to say, like, I'm excited about Miss Thumpa coming up. I'm excited. I love the Pain Conduit, but I'm excited for Rich to be the thing, the
Iconoclast, or what was
Pyroclast.
it?
Pyroclast.
It's just tough because I really like the Pain Conduit, and
Yeah.
I want to see what the upper level cards are like.
Mm.
Yeah. That's
What's your
the
retirement goal again?
complete the
Oh no,
quest.
my retirement goal is always whenever you guys say I'm a new character, I'm a new character.
But his is quest based, and I'm not sure.
Okay,
Actually, hold
you
on.
have a fair deal of control
Yeah, I
I'm
got
over
not sure I
when
have
you
it on the
retire.
on-screen calendar. Let me look. When's
We have not been
no?
doing my things, I don't think.
Well, yours is locked right now. Yours is like
Okay.
do a thing, wait, do a thing, wait. I think we're
Yeah.
still in the wait phase right now.
I just am
also-
really interested
There.
because like one of my masteries is cause other figures to suffer a total of at least 40 damage in one round.
Gee, in
Uh,
one round.
And like I understand the mechanic of my character of how to get there, but I obviously don't have those cards yet. I want to see
Yeah.
what those cards are.
Yeah, most of these masteries feel like with the Bone Shaper, it was plausible for me to get the one. It's hard to summon a summon in the first round, have it get X number of kills and survive the scenario. But it was possible with my level 2 summon, and I almost did it once. But the other Bone Shaper one, it was like, no, I can't do this. Like, maybe there's some level 8, 9 cards that'll let me do this. Okay, so hey, that's puzzle time. Let's update the map. First of all, we overcame the Haunted Vault. So where did I put the Sharpie? Oh, I threw it on the floor. I mean, I don't think I threw it. But it's on the
Threw it on the ground.
floor. I'm not
My
a part of your
dad's not a
system.
foe.
H6. So the Haunted Vault was H1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The Haunted Vault has been defeated,
Yeah.
which unlocks scenario 27. The Depths of Delirium. So this, oddly enough, even though it's located in the Algox track, is a Shard Seeker tagged quest. And we've been talking about the need to resolve the one more faction quest line at least before.
And you feel we're further along in the lurkers than the Algox, right,
Yeah.
James? Yeah.
Yes, Rhaego Death reminds us that Elemental Cores was part of Rich's quest. So we haven't just been doing Rich's stuff. It's like been our main focus for like half a year.
Oh, good.
Elemental Cores was a great scenario that took us
That
a
was
long
fun.
time.
It was. It was a good scenario. It was one of Marcel's, finest.
Great scenario.
No.
Almost ended a relationship.
Yeah, but I can't emphasize enough though that it was never my intention to be calling Marcel by the wrong name as a bullying thing.
God, I wish that 15 minutes of episode existed somewhere out there. Like,
So
Oh,
you could
no.
just oh no.
I didn't export that one to YouTube.
I spent pretty much that whole night hitting refresh, hoping it would come back.
just calling to Hannah. You gotta see this.
No,
It's
that's
gonna
exactly what I
any
did.
minute. What?
I went straight upstairs and went to Hannah. I was like, "Hey, you gotta watch this," and then it wasn't there.
Oh.
Well, geez, I'm sorry. That sounds hard for the two of you.
So I think what I mostly wanted there was an excellent Greg moment where there was just like silence for a few seconds, and then Greg goes, "Okay."
Yeah. Okay. On that note of saying the word okay, it's time to advance. It's the progress of time.
Yeah, it's the passage of time.
Passage of time.
Time for time.
And we don't get to an event, but next time There's both a pre-scripted one that's like printed on the sheet and one that we added. So there's two
nice.
next time, and then 2 weeks or months or whatever it is after that. Weeks. 2 weeks after that, it will be the next Paint Conduit quest thing.
Okay.
And on we'll go.
On to the Outpost event.
Yep. Okay. Outpost event. I've already pre-chosen one, so we're ready to go. This is Summer Outpost Event 26. And I'll tell you this right now. It's a tight paragraph. You're walking through town when you lose your balance for a moment. Perhaps you haven't eaten enough. No? There it is again. Ahead on the street, an older gentleman stumbles to the ground. Before you can rush over to assist, the shockwave hits. An earthquake is rocking Frosthaven. Again. Oh, hold on. Pivot back for a moment to the topic of puzzles to just say the other thing at the end of the town event was just a straight translation that said to add an event card to one of the decks, which I'm 90% sure I did, but I'll double check later.
Okay.
Because if it's not in the like, you know, inactive events deck, I definitely put it in. And I'm pretty sure I did. Like,
Okay.
90%.
Is this
Okay.
the one we just got, or is this a different?
This is the one we just got. This is why I think it was a Summer Outpost event that I had to put in.
Okay.
Because I think I shuffled this, and that's how it got back to the top.
Ah.
So, our options are to assist the town guard in bracing the buildings or assist the town guard in digging out the injured. I think we protect the buildings because we don't need this town's morale so high.
Yeah, that was our decision last time, and it worked out for us.
Boom. All right. So,
Okay, head
you
over
gather
to
as
the
many large wooden,
thing.
etc. We shore up the buildings. The earthquake begins. We lose 1 morale, but we take 5. We deduct 5 from the earthquake attacks, which are only 15 plus X. Oh, but we have an X because X is 15 times the number of check boxes below. And we have 1 check because we had an earthquake just previous. So, hey, here we go. Boom, 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 boom. So it's an attack 30 against 4 buildings with no system defined, so we decide which ones. But it's -5, so it's attack 25. I will get the town guard
Okay.
back.
25 is our total defense. So as long as we pull no negatives, we're fine.
Positives and we win and we live. Okay.
Positives or zeros. I can't remember if there's zeros in
Yeah.
this deck. But
So
just no negatives. is what
Non-negatives. We need non-negatives. What are we going to put on the line here? We got to put 4 things on the line.
it is.
Hey,
Enhancer.
are all non-negatives
Enhancer.
positives?
No, 0.
No, because there's 0.
0 is neither negative nor positive.
Sad.
Sad.
I was like, I
So-
feel like it's faster I'd say that.
the workshop and the enchanter are obvious ones.
Yeah. Workshop and Enchanter. So the thing about the Enhancer is that, like, we won't miss it because we are not a big enhancement gang.
Yeah.
We're not the enhancement bunch.
Martin's
also-
favorite thing about us.
Yeah. We don't really think too much about what benefits could possibly arise. But the Enhancer does have a bad if it gets smashed effect, which is each character starts the next scenario with disarm. Actually, it's
Oh,
not
right.
that bad, but it's a bad first round.
Yeah.
Okay. But hopefully it'll just live.
else?
We could put the library on the risk. We lose 1 inspiration, which we've, again, forgotten to keep track of. So I'll have to do some reviewing.
No,
Oh, yeah. No, because we started spending it. We do keep
we
track
started
of our
spending it.
inspiration.
And I added an inspiration
Right.
last time, I think.
It's there in the table. I can see it. Ah,
got
great
7.
job, James. Okay.
Great job, James.
So it'd be a shame to lose, but
Yeah.
whatever. Put it on the line. And how about
And-
the... No, the barracks would be stupid to put on the line.
No, not the barracks.
The carpenter,
Well, what's the negative
What-
for losing the carpenter?
Oh, yeah, good question. It's probably bad. Lose 1 resource. It's not that bad. There's no
No.
effect. Hold on. Which resource do we have the most abundantly? And let's put the harvester of that resource on the line.
Oh Jesus, that's hide 100%. We have an obscene amount of hide.
All right. The hunting lodge is going up against the wall. Okay,
All right. Pull us
here
some
we go.
cards, James.
It's invasion time. We'll do these in ascending numerical order because we can do them in
Sure.
whatever order we want. And flip the map down again, and we can have a full-on action party here.
Action Jackson.
Boom. The hunting lodge is on the line. It's up against an attack 25. Do we want to send a soldier to his death?
No.
Yeah.
No. Pulling it minus 10. Boom.
Oh shit.
It's damaged, but not wrecked. We'll just have to pay a cost for it. The enhancer
Do we
is
pay
on.
that immediately?
Yes.
Immediately pay. Yeah.
The enhancer is on the line. 25 is the attack. Pulling it, plus 10. It survives. The library is on the line. Attack 25. Pulling it. Boom. Support your public library, folks.
And yeah, we're not sending somebody to their death for the workshop.
For the workshop, for the retired workshop. It's a workshop museum now. See where the Rose of the Fjords was built. We got a card that says success, which I assume is the equivalent of a ×2. Perfect.
What do we pay for the damaged building?
The damaged hunting lodge is going to cost us 2 lumber and a hide.
All right. Well, if I can take the hide out of here, that's easy enough. And 2 lumber. I guess I'll
Yes.
just take 2 of your lumber, James. You've got the most of it.
Yeah, why not? I'm hitting
Alright.
the road. Okay.
All right. Well, on to building operations.
Hold on. We got to read the result
There's
text.
Oh shoot! Yeah, the result text, which we've already read.
Yep. We've had shockwaves before, but seems like they're getting more dangerous, Mayasatha says. I hope I'm wrong. You're not hallucinating, Mayor Satha. That's absolutely true. They're getting progressively more dangerous with every checkmark we accrue. We put another checkmark down, and the next time... Oh, that could have been so much worse, British. And in fact, it will be next time, because we'll have another checkmark, which will mean next time it's an attack 45 against 4 targets. When all boxes, which is 3, so the last time it'll be an attack 60. When all boxes are checked, remove this card from the game, add Summer Outpost event 47 to the Summer Outpost deck. Greg, we were talking before we went to air that Greg still believes in the coming of an event that forces us to immediately play a scenario.
Yeah.
And I'm going to posit to you, Greg, that it is Summer Outpost event 47, where something comes bursting out of the ground or something.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
We shall see. No spoilers, folks. For now, it's not an issue. It's not an issue until the next time we have to put a card into the Summer Outpost deck and shuffle it. Because the Summer Outpost deck is fucking huge. We'll never get there again if there's not another card added. So we're safe for now. Great.
All right.
Okay.
So,
that's the event.
let's put these buildings in sequential order and do what the things on them
Picking
say.
up steam. All right. It's mining camp time. Boom. The mining camp allows us to collectively buy up to 2 metal for 2 gold each. Can I? How much gold do I have? 6.
You get 6.
Oh my goodness. Well, I'll do it. Some metal to remember me by.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're retiring.
Yes.
So you want to buy 2 metal?
Yep. For 4 gold.
Okay, putting that in the outpost.
The hunting lodge is only level 1 because so much fucking hide. So we can collectively buy up to 1 hide for 2 gold. I'll do it. No. I take that back.
No.
I'll do 1 lumber. The logging camp, number 12, allows us to buy, it's level 2, 2 wood for 2 gold each. I'll buy 1.
Should we? Michaela is not here, but she has 9 gold.
Oh, get rid of Michaela. Like, put Michaela's gold wherever we can put Michaela's gold. Michaela's never playing again.
Yeah, okay. So Michaela's
You
gonna
don't
buy
think?
I don't
gonna buy
think-
another lumber and metal. Or sorry, a hide rather.
Hold on. Did you have a follow up, or did you just want to say I don't think?
No, I have two. I guess I have two follow-ups. One, if somebody else plays the Trapper, they're not playing the Red Rocket,
Yeah.
correct?
No, yeah, they're playing their own version.
And two, like, we could get her to play again by me saying with her around, Michaela's never playing again. But that would be the only reason Michaela would ever play again.
What if I had texted her and said like, I just want to say, Rich told me you're never gonna play again, and I understand.
Oh, she'd play for sure in that situation. She would play next Thursday.
All right, sweet. Michaela will be joining us at least once in 2025. I'm putting my marker down. All right. Did somebody else buy us a second lumber, Greg? Was it Michaela?
Yeah,
the
Michaela
trapper?
did.
It was
Michaela
Michaela
bought us
who
all the
did
lumber.
that.
Great stuff.
Thank you, Michaela.
The garden continues to be quirky. We gain one herb from the planted plot, and the planted plot, if we look very, very
Wait,
closely
James,
at
why
it
did you
there-
buy any lumber? Why didn't Michaela just buy all the lumber?
Well, James wants to
I'm
spend all his
retiring.
gold because he's retired.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Boom. We have one flame fruit in our garden, so we gain one flame fruit, which we'll finally get to use to get
Now it
missed.
says you have one flame fruit, James, but I think that's a mistake. I think I just didn't.
You
minus
just didn't
it.
take it away. We've only ever
Yeah.
had a single one.
We've only ever one. Okay, so but
And
now,
now-
we
Yeah, we were
definitely
very excited about it.
We were, yeah. But you know, we were good. We were good industrious ants rather than hasty grasshoppers, and saved our flame fruit.
All right.
I remember
So,
that conversation too.
yeah, boom. We gained one herb, and then it
Nice.
flips over, and we can plant another one next time. But also that one keeps growing. The craftsman, no effect. The alchemist, no effect. The enhancer, reduce all enhancement costs. Library, no effect. The workshop, can't do anything at any time for us ever again. The carpenter reduces construction costs by one material resource. The town hall lets us draw a challenge. And the barracks lets us train soldiers, but we kept our soldiers alive. We have good occupational health and safety standards. Nobody died shoring up buildings against the earthquake. Boom.
Nice.
Operations. Operated. What's next, Greg?
Next is downtime. So let's start with the simple things. I leveled up, so I've taken a level 3 card. I'm now level 3.
Congratulations.
Proud of you.
We took some perks. Is anybody we'll save brewing because it might be something James's new character wants. Anybody crafting anything?
Boom, boom, boom. Nope.
No. All right. Retire your character,
Complicated
James.
thing. All right.
If a character has fulfilled the requirements of their personal quest, they must retire.
Boom.
So first up, we gain 2 prosperity and unlock the building envelope
Take a good look
specified
at
on the
her.
personal quest card.
Look at Greg's fine work for the last time.
One of my finest pieces.
Because, as I always do when we retire a character, I'll be melting this with a cigarette lighter after the show.
Yep. Never again.
So that's the end of Click-trill, snip, click. Okay. So her retirement text, is that the first? What did you say is the first thing we do?
We gain 2 prosperity, and then we
2
unlock,
prosperity.
and then we do the retirement. We unlock the building thing.
Okay. 2 prosperity ticks leaves us 3 away from level 5. We're almost there. Boom. And then I know
level
you
5?
prosperity level 5, Gregory.
Oh shit! Why am I level 3? Oh right, I wanted to learn the character. What level are you, Rich?
No, you're level 3 because that's how it's a divide by 2
it's
thing.
divide by 2
We
thing.
did it
It's not-
wrong in Gloomhaven,
We did it wrong
which
in Gloomhaven.
was a
right?
drag. Eventually, I started being like, I'm going to start my character at a lower level than required, which didn't actually happen. I was just starting at the required level because it took away all the fun of character development. Okay, so then we get the build not destroy result envelope, which is by default envelope 85, but we've already opened that. I can't
So
remember
you
from
do
which
the
one. Hold on.
alternative envelope.
I'm just curious. Oh, yep. It was the, whatever Rich just was, the banner spear with the team building. That was the one that already gave us 85.
All right.
So now we get envelope 21 as the alternate for completing the build, not destroy personal quest. Boom. I have torn open the envelope. I will spill its contents right before your eyes. Boom. So it does add a new personal quest, which, as always, I go, oh, right, I should have waited because I did already pick my one for my Algox Snow Speaker, but I couldn't wait. I was too excited. And so we get the Refined Tastes personal quest. We'll go into the deck. I won't read the description text right now, but the goal is own items whose crafting cost include a total of at least 15 items.
Oh, I get it. It's the items that like require an item to craft.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Wow.
You gotta
I don't know
really,
if we. That's a lot.
you gotta get fancy. And we unlock a new building. The Inn.
Hey, an inn.
An inn. The inn, this is kind of weird, but the inn allows us to collectively buy one material resource for 2 gold.
Oh, just any material resource we want.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can build the inn at prosperity level 4, the level that we're at. It does come with an event. I will add the plot to the board once I find it. The number 21. Sorry, it turns out to be impossible. Here it is. I found it.
Oh, there's already something there. There's already a little shack there. Okay.
Boom. All right, the plot is ready, and perhaps that's the one we'll build. We'll find out. Who knows? Who
We'll go through
knows?
the options.
But we've got the option. I will take all of these and put them back in the envelope for the moment. Because, again, the days are coming when I'm going to rationalize this room again.
So we don't have 15 inspiration yet, so we can't just draw another one.
Okay. That's fair.
So what we do get is for each class the first time. Oh, go on.
I am going to add refined tastes to the personal
quest deck. Are you going to draw again for your character?
No, I like the one that I got, even though I've already lost the card.
Great, good stuff.
But it'll turn up. It's probably underneath my monitor stand. Wait a minute. It's on top of my monitor, but covered by the blanket I put down. Oh, Rigga says, don't forget to sell my items and enhance for future Deepwraiths. That's an excellent point, and I will do that, but offline, and I'll tell you about it next time.
All right.
But I have a bunch of items, so it wouldn't make any sense not to sell them all.
That's it. I'm going to go ahead and move over your resources now.
Okay. So, the Lurker is riding off into the distance. It's time to read Click-trill snip-click's retirement text. We're going back to the section book, as we do. Hold on. Where did I put it?
You also have to read something for the personal quest, too.
Oh, yeah, I got to read my personal quest text when I... Oh, wait, there's something... Is there? No, there's not.
It says, after a retiring character has resolved the completion of their personal quest, read the indicated section from the section book.
But that's indicated on the character card.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And so, we're going to read section 99.3. 99.3. The Lurker Deepwraith retires. Your mind is filled with images and thoughts, conveying strong remorse. In communicating with the Deepwraith, you realize it is time for them to move on. They share with you a sense of longing, of missing something that is out of reach. When you ask for clarification, they share with you the feeling of submerging yourself in the ice-cold waters of the biting sea. But instead of filling you with dread, being enveloped in the water brings a certain kind of warmth. Yes, that's a fair point, Rigodeth. Being enveloped in the water brings a certain kind of warmth, as if returning home. And that's when you get it. The Deepwraith, someone who normally lives on the bottom of the ocean, hunting in the dark, has just spent too much time on the surface in the sunlight. They desperately want to return to the deep dark of the sea. You express understanding, and they send back something else. Some other longing. No. This is something they will miss when they leave. You, their friend.
Aw.
Click-trill, snip-click is petting the robot. I'm thinking shiny. It's made of little shiny things. She loves it, but she must go. She caused everyone to have that time travel hallucination. It's a whole thing. Okay, so having read all that, the result is to add Summer Outpost Event 65 to the deck. So indeed, we're going to shuffle right now.
All right, just do
And
your
once
best not to
again-
shuffle that earthquake immediately to the top again.
Well, I have a knack for shuffling things right back to the top. 65, the highest numbered Outpost Event card. All right, putting it in, and let's do some shuffling.
I feel like there should be music that accompanies this.
Da-da-da.
The shuffling music.
Well, the thing about trying to coordinate a soundtrack for the show is that I absolutely can't do that part of the production, and I can't conceive of a way to like build a sound deck for you. If I ever come up with the idea, we'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm making chip tunes now. Not at a very high pace yet, but...
Let's see. Craft items, brew potions. Oh, yeah. We got a brew potion.
Okay, hold on. One more riffle, and we'll consider this ready. I'm just going to look and see. I know it's contrary to the spirit, but I'm just going to look at the top when I'm done shuffling here and see if it's 65.
Just look at the
Or
very
if it's
top and
whatever
see if
it just
it's
was.
the earthquake. Yeah.
It's one that's supposed to be taken out of the deck because it has the unfettered chip symbol on it. And then, no, it's a different thing. than
Okay,
an
cool.
earthquake.
Were all the unfettered ones supposed to be taken out of the deck, or just the winter ones?
All the unfettered ones.
Ah, okay. So
Oh,
all the
wait. No, sorry, it was an invalid shuffle. I had failed to actually... I picked up every card except the one at the very back, the earthquake one. That's cheating.
Well, James, while you're shuffling, I'm sure you can
Yes.
multitask.
I'm not nearly as sure.
Tell us about your new character.
My new character. Well, no, I do need my hands for that. We have a thing to show, and then I'll go back to the gang screen and I'll switch out my frames and stuff. We're getting it all done, and we're gonna end on time.
Oh yeah. Well, all we have left to do is brew a potion and build a building.
All right,
And
I
decide
can
which-
confirm, and
Next
this time
thing we're
I'm
gonna
not
do.
spoiled on the first sentence even because I knew the number again now. It's not the earthquake next.
Okay.
Okay, so that's great. Click-trill, snip-click retires, and a new hero joins the fray. Where did I put? Here it is. I suppose I should get the board too. But I have the board right here. I'm all ready. Here she comes. Oh, wait. But I switched to the gang screen where I can't show her. Going back. You're right, British. Fortunately, there's 2 more earthquakes at least to go, so I'll up the production values on the next one. British pointed out that I could shake the board.
It'd be hilarious if you shook the board and your entire setup fell apart.
No, there's a lot less build when we're not
Okay.
doing a scenario. So we're bringing in Miss Thumpa, the Algox snow dancer. Look at her, fucking fabulous. And then even more fabulous. Look at Greg's work on this figurine. Hold on, focus, you piece of shit.
Me?
Well, you get most of it.
Do the
Well,
hand
yeah.
on the back of the thing, James. Like makeup people.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, there you go.
there we go. Look at her.
Great stuff.
Fucking spectacular. Look at that pose. I'm going to be using that pose in my nascent drag career. Although when I tried it today, I almost fell over. But that's why we practice. Okay. So, Miss Thumpa joins the fray. In
Nice.
what order will I do this? There is going to be a tedious portion to this, but it won't take long. Okay. Yeah, let's do the background first and then the frame. Dun, 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 dun. Part 1. Part 2. And then
Oh, you're seeing something I can't see. aren't
Yeah,
you? Like,
the audience is experiencing a whole
Yeah.
magical transformation.
boom. I will be the Algox snow speaker. Miss
Yeah.
Thumpa. Starting at level 2, because we're still only level 4.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll be
Close
starting
to
with
that,
3 perk marks because of
Lucky.
having retired 2 characters and getting a automatic level up to 2. So I'm going to, for the first time, take one of the 2 checkmark ones, but I'll save the reveal.
Yeah,
for
for our
next
first
time.
scenario.
Yeah, but it's good.
And what is your personal quest?
My personal quest. Excellent timing, Greg. That was the very thing that I'm typing. My personal quest is called The Greatest Challenge. Yeah, Greg needs a lot of money, and he's only got 6 so far in 2 scenarios.
To be fair, the last scenario was not a looting scenario.
That was not a looting scenario. That was a moving scenario.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he needs a load. Okay, so the greatest challenge, I'll type the goal in a moment. It's obviously not the one that's written there right now, but I want to read the text first. Strange things are going on around Frosthaven. Monsters are adapting,
Things are afoot at the Circle K.
evolving to protect themselves, or become more deadly to those who would dare face them. It sounds like a perfect environment to test your skills. Where others may shirk away from a challenge, you embrace it. After all, what's the point of life if it doesn't challenge you? My goal, my personal quest, to complete 12 challenges.
Yeah,
This
that's
has the
could be a
potential
while.
to be a long-lived character.
As long-lived as the Drifter, you think?
Maybe not, but it's in our hands how that goes.
All right. Well, let's go back to the Alchemist, because that's the last thing we got to do in downtime. So we've got a flame fruit, and I think we have one of everything else. So we could do whatever.
So, okay.
Yeah, we can do anything.
Let me just take a look. Going down the other ones.
And the neat thing is the way they have it set up is you can. It doesn't really matter who crafts the potion because you can immediately give it to someone else if you don't want it.
Yeah.
So
All right. Well, let's craft flame fruit and
fruit and
let's do rock root.
sure.
Flame fruit, rock root. This is it.
Boom.
I've been getting my advent calendar practice in every day, so this should be a clean punch. Nope.
Nope. Fucked up almost immediately.
Well, I tried to push it down into the thing as though there was a pit there for a chocolate to be in. It's the fire shield potion. Perfect for the snow dancer.
Is it? Or do you know what it is right away?
No.
Is it?
No.
Yeah.
If it's a shield against fire, perfect. If it's a shield of fire, the total opposite of making sense, but it's a cool image to have flames around you, but also a constant whirl of snow. Let's see. What number am I looking for here? 88. Let's see.
88.
88. Oh, I see. Whoops. Back on track now. I'm in the 70s. 88 fire shield potion. Put one of them into the craftable item supply, which I must take out in order to do this. Cannot do this at range. Okay. It's the latest numbered one that I've remembered to take out and put in there. And I'll type it into the console later. I hope. I gotta get a pad of Post-its. And just start sticking them to my monitor at the end of every episode. All the things I'm supposed to do. The Fire Shield Potion. During your turn, perform Retaliate 1, range 3. So it is like a drink and exude flames.
Who gets hit the most?
Good question.
I
I think we will all, like, I've got some
think we
range
could
stuff.
all benefit from it.
Yeah. I would like to take it just to get my character started. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Rich, any objections? No. Okay.
No, you
I
heard
don't
him.
know.
He said just now.
It just seems like something Rich would actually enjoy. Because you love getting hit.
I do love getting hit. But I do have a lot of those things. So I suppose that would stack it, and stacking it's cool. But it would also be cool if there was another person who was willing to get hit.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's see. What's my hit point situation?
Yeah,
Level 2,
but James,
9 hit points.
You can't take this and then always be like, well, I'll just hang back here.
Yeah. No, I will use it at critical times. I'll use it when it counts.
And
I'll make it count. That is my pledge. Yeah.
All right.
Miss
Well,
Thumpa.
in that case.
All right. So let's get the road of yes.
Construction, my man. We got to do construction.
Construction. Oh, you're right. Okay. Should we build the inn? Just because it's new and shiny, or
do we have anything else open to us?
Oh yeah.
What do we have?
What sorts of things do we have? We could upgrade the hunting lodge, the garden,
Ooh.
the craftsman. I don't want to do the craftsman tonight. For the total practical thing, if I don't want to go get a bunch of new items and read them.
Yeah, definitely will have
we
to.
could upgrade the library.
Oh, man.
There is the possibility, British, that I will hold on to the fire shield potion like I'm clinging to a pile of mega elixirs in Final Fantasy VI. Just get to the end of the game
but you can't buy these at the shop.
Yeah, seriously. You got to make these count. And then, boom, you've beat the final boss. And it's over. It's time to put the game away. The town hall could be upgraded.
Okay.
Which I assume would give us... I would actually like to plead that we do the town hall upgrade. Because I bet that lets us draw 2 challenges and pick one. And that
Yep.
would be really helpful for my goal of achieving challenges consistently.
They all sound excellent, honestly, so I'm fine with anything. How
All
much
right.
does the town hall one cost?
3 of each material resource.
Okay, well, that will be all. Well, we'll just take it all from the outpost. 3 of each.
Okay.
Oh wait, we can subtract 1 because of the carpenter. Let's not forget that every time.
Yeah. Great point, Greg.
Uh,
Great point.
we have an equal amount of wood and lumber. Which one would you prefer? Oh, sorry, wood. That's the same thing. We have an equal amount of lumber and metal. Which one would you prefer we keep one of?
Don't have a preference.
Let's go with metal.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll take 2 of those, 3 of those, and 3 of the copious amounts of hide we have.
Okay.
There we go, all done.
Now, I have to find out. Did we get the town hall before I got into my phase of failing to put things away properly? I don't think. I think I put it away properly. Let's find out.
As always, we'll find out together.
Yep.
Can't wait.
Keeps it exciting. Oh, here we go. Town hall, level 2. I got it. Feels good to have not messed up.
Sure does, James. Sure does.
It's in the same way that, like, if you're in a store and you see something, you're like, "Ooh, I should buy this," because you want it, and then you talk yourself out of it, and then you walk away feeling like you just saved $30. Same thing. Like, I just thought of the idea of fucking up, and then discovered I hadn't, and felt like I accomplished something. And
we do
as I was
3
saying that, my camera just went blurry.
Can we do 3 herb potions yet? I forget.
Yes, we can, but we haven't.
Yeah.
Should we? Should we do another potion?
No, let's wait. Well,
Okay.
I mean, we do. I mean, is there any harm in it? I don't think there's any harm in it.
Well, you know what? I reserve the right to spend herbs later anyway when I'm thinking more about Miss Thumpa.
Fair.
Because at the very least, Click-trill snip click had a bunch of potions, so I will be distilling those back into herbs.
Oh, that's true.
Okay.
Make sure you're updating the supplies when you do that.
Yep. Okay. So I'm gonna do that on my own time, but we'll punch the board together quickly at the start of next time. Okay. The level 2 town hall.
Does everyone have an advent calendar? Rich, are you doing advent calendars in your home?
Ethan's got one.
Nice.
It's a very exciting part of the day because he'll wake up and go downstairs and open his advent calendar and then just like do a bunch of stuff before he's like, "Hey, how come no one woke up with me?" So they're getting like an extra 20 minutes.
Nice.
Oh man, if you ever get Ethan into like a little James mode, the kid who gets up at 6 to watch some pre-scheduled TV and like hope no one wakes up so that he has to stop.
Like
At that point, you can get up whenever you
I
want.
don't know when, feels like he's a ways away from doing something he hasn't been told he's allowed to do. Like obviously he will one day.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh no! No wait, no, it's okay. Don't worry, it's fine.
Just James Doom saying that for a minute.
British just said, "I don't use one." Can anyone figure that out? I've lost the
An
plot.
advent calendar?
There we go. I have lost the plot of our conversation. I was like, I know there's a thing. There's a thing we're talking about. A type of thing.
Yeah, we were talking about advent calendars.
The least helpful kind of Pictionary clue. It's a thing. It doesn't fit in any specific category.
Ethan has full access to the TV remote and knows exactly how to put on whatever show he wants to watch. But his TV time is from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. and like it would just never cross his mind that like he could go downstairs and just turn the TV on.
Yeah.
And like he was just like, I'm not supposed to.
Yeah,
Well,
it's a great age for a kid to be.
Jeez.
That'll change for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Eventually
And I
he will
can't wait
realize.
for the crossover where he's like doing things like that, and we're like pretending we didn't notice, like
Yeah.
his badness.
Yeah, he's sneaking. You're letting him get away with it and like sleeping in till 7.
Yeah.
That reminds me of my nephew, who's currently living with me while he's on break from university. But when he was small, when he was sneaking to do something, one of the ways in which his guardians immediately knew that he was sneaking was that he would go eek eek eek.
All right. As suspected, the town hall level 2, which for those with a good memory, you can see, is wider
Yes.
and in no obvious way more spectacular otherwise, allows us to draw 2 challenges and keep up to 1.
Oh, nice. So we have an option now.
Yes. And this kind of suggests to me, is it going to be possible to do 2 challenges at once with the upgraded town hall? Or is it just going to be choose 3 and keep up to 1?
Maybe. How many more levels are there to town hall?
I think. Hold on. I should be able to confirm this easily. There's 1. Level 4. Level 3.
Oh, there's only 1. Okay.
Level 3. So that
Perhaps.
could give us draw 3. It could give us draw 2, but keep them both. Could give us draw 3, keep 2.
It could be like either draw 2 and you can take either, or draw 3 and you can take up to 2.
Yeah.
That would certainly shorten the lifespan of your character.
Yeah. But I mean, it needs prosperity level 6. So it's not going to shorten the lifespan of
We're
my
quite
character.
a ways away. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, just so we can hit the ground running.
Get to 6 before your character retires.
Oh, right. A prosperity tick. But yes, exactly, British. More taxes for larger government buildings just is great for the prosperity of your town. I don't know why. You can't even make the argument of like, it's going to be like a tourist attraction because it's still just a regular building. Where the hell did I put the campaign tracker sheet? How is it anywhere? Oh, I see where it is. Hooray!
So we get the prosperity bonus, whatever that is.
Only 2 to go. Yep, 1 tick.
1 tick. And is there any one-time effects from upgrading it?
No. Alas.
No? Okay.
No read an event where Satha says, I love how wide my office is now.
Reminds me of a story of a new friend. Okay. Then we're all done. That's it. We might.
Well, hold on. In the interest of hitting the ground running last time, why don't we just bang out a road event?
I was just gonna say, let's do a road event.
Sweet.
Hey, hold on. Can we? What do you guys think of doing a road event?
Let's do it, Rich.
Yeah.
This is Summer Road Event 25. Suspended under the snowy canopy of an elkwood tree is an engorged sack, big enough to fit your entire party in. Some parasitic organism has made its home here. It sways with a low creaking sound in the wind, dangling over you. Thick sap drips irregularly down its sides, ultimately splashing onto the forest floor in sticky dollops. Revolting. The ground is dotted with wildflowers, extinguished candles, and copper cups strategically placed to collect the sweet-smelling sap. The area looks like a sort of shrine, and Algox tracks suggest it sees some use. Option A, try drinking the sap from the copper cups.
Yeah.
These cups seem to be collecting the drippings from the engorged sack. Fucking drink it. Seems sticky.
Oh, what's the other option? Just don't?
Option B, if the Algox want it here, that's enough reason to cut it down.
Well, come on. No. These are not dual. Why is
This one really called for like at least a C.
Yeah.
I
Or like a little
either of those things.
Give me a
think
flow
we should drink
chart.
the sploosh. Drink the sploosh.
Give us first, do you
Honestly.
want to drink the splooge from the engorged sack? And then go left or right, and then there's another prompt.
Yeah, we're doing it though, right?
All right,
I gotta say, I
We
don't
gotta
want to
do
do either of these things, but I do think drinking it is the lesser of two evils.
Listen, you got to drink the wine. You got to taste the wine, Greg. That's something I'm growing to appreciate more and more as I get older. My new philosophy is that life begins at 40. So, in that spirit, let's drink this forest spooge. If you have an Algox, which we certainly do, the result
Yeah,
is
we just got one.
we just got her. I had a feeling that Miss Thumpa would enjoy this. All right, Algox. The sap invokes some reflex deep within you.
Yeah,
At the start of the next scenario, all Algox characters also reveal the top 2 cards of their attack modifier deck and put them back in any order. Oh, we're supposed to read the whole thing. It's an addition, not a either or. Sorry.
Okay,
You
go
lift
on.
one of the overflowing cups from the forest floor and raise it to your lips. The flavor is akin to molasses, but it tingles as you swallow. You continue on your way, but your vision feels sharper. Minor irregularities of the landscape are highlighted in perfect detail. All characters start the next scenario with strengthen.
Oh, nice. And you get a bonus on top of that.
Yep. At the start of the next scenario, all characters draw 1 random loot card. And then I also get to draw the top 2 cards of my attack modifier deck and rearrange them if I want. And if, that's not a lot of rearranging because I've been the diviner. I've done so much rearranging. But that's some, which is good. Way
I've
better.
on the top of my card for next time, strengthen and +1 loot and plus loot. But James, you're gonna have to remember your thing.
And we get another that's not a discard. So we might come across the
You might come across this splooge in the future.
the dripping forest sack of the
I
Algox.
don't know what to do with it.
Yep.
Absolutely disgusting.
Just
Just
trust.
get it right out of the tree.
You just gotta trust your instincts sometimes. And something deep inside me.
You have to trust your instincts and have no other better option.
Hey, that is most of life.
That is life.
Commit an act of vaguely racist sacrilege. Not vaguely, just
Not even
explicitly
vague.
racist.
It's not vague.
Yeah, no.
Big at all.
The vague part is the sacrilege because we don't know if it's like
That's
just
true.
if it's just like something they like or if it's religious.
Mhm.
The vague part is the sacrilege. It's unambiguously racist to be like, well, if the Algox like it, fuck it. All right.
Okay.
Sweet. All right. Jeez. We love Frosthaven. Probably not doing another one this year, but don't rule it out. You never know what we might wind up texting each other about and deciding we can or can't do.
One
But
never knows.
you never know.
Gross.
But hey, 80 episodes in 2 years. That's not bad considering that we have a lot of other stuff that we all need to do. It's
Yes.
it's an average of 12 weeks off a year.
That's pretty good.
That's just like that's like American television. That's less than American television in the old days. So look at us hitting our marks, and we're going to keep on hitting our marks. And one day we're going to beat this game. We're going to do it before Swamphaven drops. So that's cool. If this is the end of year 2, I'll say thanks everyone who has joined us so far on our journey, whether you're commenting on the YouTube or showing up in the chat, which is always great, but we don't hold it against people who usually need to be asleep, Martin. But however you've joined us, it's been lovely, and it's going to continue to be lovely. For all the lurkers, same thing. We know you're there because we get the stats. It is certainly not a 100% shows up, says something ratio. So, hey, we appreciate you dropping by, even if you stay silent, watching us on YouTube, especially if you hit the thumbs up, and not if you hit the thumbs down. which people don't usually do, but we've racked up like maybe like 10 over our 80 episodes, which is not a bad, like maybe that's even overstating the case. And I know that it's a thing about, people do it to curate their algorithm. So, they watched a few seconds of this and they were like, YouTube, please never show me anything like this again. But I will say that it still seems mean-spirited. If you're going to accept, okay, one person gave me a thumbs down on an Ultima 7 stream recently, but they also left a comment criticizing me. And I'll say, yeah, if you're going to click that thumbs down, you coward, show the courage of your convictions and tell me to my face that I suck in the comments section. If you're just clicking it and leaving, that's just, I don't know. To me, that's dirty pool. And, what's the big deal? What could we have done that's so wrong? Unless it was something about Greg's political views.
Hey, that is the role that I have in this group.
If reactionary Greg upsets
that
you
bit is mine.
with his extremist views, then fair enough. But otherwise, come on. But hey,
say one thing that following 58 Dream Street has done to my algorithm is that occasionally I get suggested like games of live streaming D&D that have like less than 200 views.
Yeah.
Like this guy's like a real niche content is what this guy's into.
Oh, well, geez, Greg, if you keep following 58 Dream Street, which I imagine you will, into 2025, we might have some new treats for your algorithm. Big plans for making 58 Dream Street at least 30% weirder. Probably more than 30%. And I had a moment of inspiration today, but I didn't get a chance to talk to Greg about it before the show. But suffice to say, I've got all kinds of ambitious plans for 58 Dream Street in 2025. If you only knew, Greg.
I only knew.
All the things that they will require of you.
Oh, no.
But we could talk about this on another day. But hey, onwards and
later.
upwards, baby. We've had a great time so far. We're going to keep on having a great time. Maybe we'll see you before the new year. If we don't, Happy New Year. So check it out. Assuming, which I think I fairly can, that I get my final grades submitted in the middle of the day tomorrow, you can, there's a good chance of an impromptu Lolo stream, pushing some blocks, picking up some heart framers, all the things that you do in shooting eggs. That's it. That's Lolo, baby. We'll be playing Lolo. Come Saturday, I don't know what I'm going to do. I know it's not going to be Space Quest 5, but I got to make a choice. Ha. Yeah, British points out that I might get my weird stat to an overflow value. Just wind up being a regular guy. I log onto the stream and I'm just like, hi folks, we're gonna play a game together.
Hi folks, we're going to play Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Yeah. While I have a history book here about this particular aircraft, and we're going to read some choice facts while we maintain a nice level course. You don't once you're at maximum elevation, just let the autopilot take you there. It's the responsible thing to do. We'll see what happens. So I don't know what I'm going to do Saturday, but I'm going to make a choice, and then we'll do it. I am leaning towards, we're still doing Ultima 7, Part 2, Serpent Isle, on Sunday, but I think we're going to hit that mid-game climax where I'm going to say, hey, that's the season break, and then I am leaning towards Disco Elysium. I've had a sci-fi parallel theme running, so we'll do that. At some point soon, we got to back to Star Control 3. Maybe that's what I wind up doing Saturday. Who knows? And onwards and upwards from there. Not next Wednesday will there be Greg and James beat 'em up. And like I said, I don't think we'll do a Boxing Day Friday Night Frosthaven on Thursday, but stranger things have happened, so don't rule it out. A Christmas miracle could occur. And yeah. Twirling. Okay, Greg can't do it, but you never know what'll happen. Onwards and upwards, twirling. If you stuck around to the end, thanks for sticking around to the end. If you came and you left, you can't hear my voice. But I'm glad you stopped by anyway, so thanks for stopping by. And until the next time, when it's someday and we're here, take care of yourselves. and be kind to everyone you meet.